eye for innovation drives true leaders. An innovative mind and coupled with administrative skills will take leadership to a different level altogether. Today, as part of Leadership Series by Global TV, we bring one such leader who has an eye for innovation and who is an exceptionally good administrator, Mr. Bharadlal Meena, IAS. Welcome to the discussions on leadership by Global TV.
Namaskaram.
Mr. Bharadlal Meena is the co-founder and chairman of Bharatiya Engineering Science and Technology Innovation University. He has served the Indian Administrative Service for more than 32 long years. He was Additional Chief Secretary, Higher Education Department, Government of Karnataka, Principal Secretary, Higher Education Department, Principal Secretary, Agriculture Department, Government of Karnataka, Principal Secretary, Urban Development, Commissioner of Bangalore Development Authority, Commissioner of BBMB, and so many departments and companies within the Karnataka state government. During his illustrious career, he has won many awards. Notable amongst them, the M. Visvesvaraya Navaratna Award for Outstanding Service by an Organization, instituted by Visvesvaraya Engineering Foundation Trust, Bangalore, Decennial Celebration Award for Outstanding Achievement by Public Relations Council of India, Abdul Kalam Memorial Oration 2015, Garden Global Leadership Award for Exemplary Contribution to Eco-Conservation by Garden City Foundation and Garden City College. So on and so forth. If I have to read all the awards, I think it's going to take quite a lot of time. In addition, Mr. Bharadlal Meena is also an author, and he has written a book, Innovation in Administration, and that clearly shows how he is related to innovation. And today he is chairing a college which has a unique name. It talks about a technology university of innovation. So what more you want? I'm sure, Mr. Bharadlal, your words of wisdom on leadership will enlighten our audience today. You know, leadership starts at a very early age. What has been your experience in your early childhood or in your school days? Did you share any leadership qualities, or you were just another ordinary student in the making?
Yeah, thank you for calling me here. In early childhood days, I don't think I had many leadership qualities exhibited. I used to be a backbencher. I used to sit in the back benches in the class. But inside me, I always want to be in the front. I always wanted to be a leader. I think that might be reason that the competitiveness developed inside me. And later on, when I got the opportunity, I tried to exhibit those qualities of a leader. That's what I think.
So we can say that you were considered as a backbencher, or you were not in the front line, but at the same time, in the heart of heart, you knew there was something in you which wanted to drive you forward.
Exactly.
I am sure there are many people in this world who have similar experience and who, in the innermost mind, they want to be a leader. I'm sure this will throw a lot of light for such listeners for this program. So don't worry, if you're a backbencher, you still have a chance in life. So, you know, when we take a positions in life, our leadership style emerges or it keeps changing. So in your experience, how has been your experience? Did your leadership style over the years change, or it has remained more or less similar?
See, leadership, of course, qualities come in force or come in play when you actually have issues to tackle. At different point of time, different qualities matter that time. So over a period of time, of course, because of experience, things change. But then overall, as a person, as a leader, you want to carry along with the team. It has to be a teamwork. If you have to be a leader, you have to carry your team together. Otherwise, it becomes a solo fight. So the team spirit is very important, and I always believed in that. Not all people are good, or not all people are performing at excellent level. So you have to have a mix. You have to find out good qualities in everyone, and then use those qualities, galvanize those qualities. That's how I try to use my experience.
So you are saying you generally tend to find out what is in each person and what are the strengths of each person, and then try to use them so that the organizational cause is taken care of. For the goals, what you have in mind, you direct their qualities. Is what is your style of leadership?
Exactly.
So you believe that teamwork is what really works.
That's what I believe in.
Yeah. See, in our life, there are some people who could influence our development. Is there anyone in your life who has influenced your leadership or your achievements in life? I mean, you can think of.
I think more than any specific person, many people have effect on our lives. But in my early childhood, I was influenced by my own parents. My father used to be a Gram Panchayat Pramukh there. He used to be one of the 5 panchas in a informal system of panchayat system there in villages.
Yeah.
And then he was respected by all people in that village. So for any issue, they used to call them along with others, and then they used to decide the matters. So that leadership qualities I saw from the childhood days. Then in school days, we found that headmaster was playing a very important role. So we learned many things. He was quite honest, and then we learned many things. There were other teachers. So like this, they teachers definitely play an important role in our lives. But then when I joined the Indian Administrative Service, I was influenced by the people who were neighbors, who were preparing for civil service exams. That's how I came to know how civil service exams are to be written, and that I think changed the course of my life.
Okay. So you are saying in our life, every stage, there is someone who influences. Like it could be the childhood, it could be parents. In the school days, it could be the teachers, and then it could be your peers or colleagues or friends around who keep influencing our leadership style. Is what is your experience, right?
Yeah, exactly. See, it's a very dynamic situation in which we live. Every time we get influenced by others, we influence others. And this dynamic process of interaction continues in a social system.
That's right. Yeah. So, sometimes our some incidents in our life, it kind of influence our way forward or the way we interact with people or, our leadership style. So in your life, has there been any significant incident which changed the way you approach leadership?
Yeah, see, of course, when you join the civil services like Indian Administrative Services, it definitely puts you different in a different position. At every position you hold, you have to take decisions. You have to be in the forefront, and that's why you don't have to look for those positions or those opportunities to take decisions. At every stage, you are required to take decisions, and it is your decisions which will create impression about your own style of functioning, your leadership qualities, and that's what I saw in every position which I held. I learned from that position, and I try to optimize the output in that position.
Okay.
I was knowing that every position I have to hold for a certain period of time, and I have to deliver maximum during that period of time.
Okay.
That I always believed, and I tried to do best in whatever position I had.
Okay. So you're saying that every position you held had some influence on the way in which you worked, depending on the dynamics of that particular situation or position. And your objective was very clear, like I should try to clear as much as possible and give the best output based on what goals are in front of you. Very nice. I mean, very interesting way of looking at how we can be of very purposeful in our approach to our jobs and our career, and I mean useful in our work environment. You know, we face a lot of challenges, everyday challenges. I'm sure as an IAS officer, you would have faced a daily routine challenges in life. But is there any big challenge you overcome and you proved and you felt very good about it? Is there anything you can think about?
See, in most positions I have held, and now also we see the biggest challenge is the manpower, the management of manpower, the quality of manpower. As I said earlier, not everyone is excellent, and not everyone is bad. There are good people, there are bad. Good people always are self-driven. They work. They are sincere to work and all that. The bad people are the ones who do not want to work, and so they may be capable, or they don't give what is that they are capable of. So managing this thing is always a challenge, and this challenge is more so in a government setup.
Okay.
In government setup, we are bound by rules and regulations, and we cannot follow the hire and fire system which we follow in private sector. There you have to take work from the same bunch of people.
Right.
That is a big challenge. So that is a general thing. But I in one organization which I can narrate how I faced challenge was computerization in electricity board.
Okay.
I was having
that was in early or mid 90s or late 90s?
It was 2002 or 2000.
Okay.
Around that time. So I was in Bangalore Electricity Supply Company. They
Okay.
were writing bills by hand, and there were so many discrepancies.
I know. You used to have the receipt books with carbon copy.
So we told our employees that okay, let's not write these manually. We'll computerize and all that. So there was a lot of opposition. No, it will reduce our this thing and our wages and all. I said, I will computerize. I will give you wages also as if you have written the books. So then they agreed. We tried it. So we could convince and we could succeed in computerizing the bills. That reduced our complaints from public, because people used to get good bills, and then we could introduce energy audit. That means we could find out how much loss is being caused under each transformer. We divided. We made in an organic way. We could analyze the digital data. So this challenge or opposition from the unions and all that was an obstacle, but we could overcome, convincing them, and it became a radical change in Bangalore because of the computerization, because of system changes. We brought down the losses to single digit, 9%.
Oh my God!
Which was the lowest in the country.
Oh, excellent, excellent. So you are saying that if you approach any problem logically, even if it's in the government sector, you can figure out how to overcome that challenge.
Definitely.
So what you did was just to tell them, okay, you are not going to get affected, but be with it. So I think it was that communication really helped in terms of getting the team to work together, and in that way you could achieve a lot of things.
Exactly. I remember a person saying, the union leader saying, "Sir, if you be stubborn, if you are stubborn in your approach, then we can get you changed also. But our idea is not to get you changed. We want you to deliver and work."
Okay.
I really appreciated his comment.
Okay, that's interesting.
It's very interesting.
Yeah. I think maybe they felt you are very committed and you are sincere in your efforts, I think one thing which probably every leader, and I have seen in my own situations, like if you are committed and you are sincere in your approach, mostly the people who are opposing also will turn around and try to support. I
They
think
know.
that's a
See, they know. Even the politicians also know who is good, who is bad. But their information network is humongous. They
okay.
know who is good, bad. Their information flow is so much. They know each
Yeah.
and every activity.
Yes.
So if you are good, if you are impartial, then all party people will respect you.
Okay. That is interesting. Now, you are into education.
Yeah.
So, what really made you to turn into education? Is it because you worked in the higher education department, or it's your personal passion which drove you to education?
See, this, of course, the last position I held was in higher education, so it gave me more exposure to higher education side.
Yeah.
But then I was looking for building an institution which could maybe encourage studies on India-centric studies, index studies, and all that. That's how we were planning. But then
Okay.
it turned out that whatever we do should be self-supporting. If you do something on an NGO style, then you have to perpetually keep funding the project, and
Yes.
you may find it difficult that it's not self-sustaining over a period of time. So we
Okay.
thought of a system which can self-sustain, and then we decided that the higher education side, if we build a university type structure, it
Right.
might be good. And
Okay.
fortunately, everything turned out to be good, and that's how I entered in education.
Okay. So, I just wanted to ask you. So, what do you think is the role of educational institution in shaping the future leaderships? I mean, you are now with the engineering college. I'm sure you will have some idea as to how
Yeah.
it can help future leadership.
See, ours is a private state private university. It's a
Yeah.
university. It is not a college. So it takes its own decisions. It can award degrees. It can have any course, start any course. It can do anything which is there as per the UGC norms.
Right.
So see, education is very important as well.
Okay.
It is the education which makes a person eligible for so many things.
Right.
So the person who is not educated, who is not
Yeah.
literate, he will
Yeah.
be left behind definitely.
Okay.
Because the people in industry or anywhere want a person who is educated, who has skills and who has a knowledge, and
Yeah.
who is pragmatic. So
Right.
that clearly gives an edge to educated people over the uneducated person.
Right.
And it is the higher educations which shape the finally the character of a student. Student
Yes.
learns so many things from childhood. That
Yep.
becomes a foundation. Then he goes
Yeah.
in the middle stage of education. But it
Right.
is at higher education. At, after that, he goes in the society as a citizen.
Right.
That period is very crucial. When he's mature, he's educated, then he goes in the society as a
Right.
complete person.
Right. Right.
So that definitely shapes him his destiny.
Right. So I just have a query here. Now, do you involve in character building in the students, or it is just the course curriculum which is important?
See, we do give importance to value education, and new education policy of government enables on Indian knowledge system to be emphasized more. So
Yeah.
we do give emphasis to value education in addition to the curriculum thing. So we bring in picture the organizations which can train the students over a period of
Okay.
time. We take some
Okay.
classes of those students.
Okay. So now you are with this institute for how many years now? When has this started?
It's more than 4 years.
Okay, your batches are out or still
Our first batch is
information?
out. We had our first convocation on first of this month,
Oh,
and
wonderful.
it was quite
I think
successfully.
it's coincidence that we are doing this, discussion today.
Exactly, exactly. This is very
Yeah.
nice.
So we are waiting for the results. Maybe 5 years down the line, you will see some wonderfully innovative students.
Definitely.
You
In fact,
know,
we could
because
see the transformation in our own students when we recruited them, when we took them first in 2018.
yeah,
They were not able to express themselves. Their communication skills were very poor. Today,
okay.
I am happy to share that more than 80% students have already been placed in
Oh,
2 rounds,
wonderful, wonderful,
and
very nice, very nice.
remaining are following their higher studies. So we can say almost 99% people have been placed.
Fantastic. That's very
It's an
nice.
outstanding thing.
Very nice. For a young university, I think it's a very commendable
It is
job.
very good. It's
Very
very good.
commendable results. Very commendable. I'm sure these students will bring you glories in the years to come. Now you have been in the government, and now you are on your own, kind of supporting a university or an educational institution. So, do you really enjoy your positions of leadership, or you find it cumbersome? Because some people feel burdened when they are given leadership roles. What is your feel?
As I said earlier, I always enjoy whatever position I have held in government. So
Okay,
in every position, I enjoyed that thoroughly, and that gave me a lot of job satisfaction. I
okay,
never had any regret in any job conditions, whether it was tough or not so tough. But then I knew that it is a unique position, and I cannot occupy that position again and again. It will
that's
be
true.
different position. So in every
Yeah,
position, whether it's as a deputy commissioner of a district, or whether it's chief executive officer of a Jilla Parishad, or BBMP, or BDA, or as a secretary or principal secretary, I always enjoyed that position and try to do whatever best I could do as an individual.
right. Very interesting,
And
because in the government sector, actually, you are put into a lot of pressure because you have to deal with the government, you have to deal with
yeah,
the
so many
locals.
contrasting situations are there. And in the
Yes,
present position, it is our own. So we are more connected with that emotionally and physically also. So
yes,
definitely here, it is the leadership is not taken as a burden. So it is always a pleasure to work in whatever circumstances, and that gives us more
right.
energy and enthusiasm to work more.
That's true. Yeah, definitely. When you are doing something passionately, it's a different this thing
It's
altogether.
a different
But
situation.
then, yeah. But I'm sure you would have also enjoyed your positions in government, because one, you wanted to be in the leadership positions, or you had the urge to outperform. Actually, that could, take us forward in your leadership journey, because you want to show, okay, I have some purpose, so which I want to show. I mean, that I feel is one of the things which really takes us forward in our
Yeah.
leadership journey. Now, if you have to give a couple of advices to the youngsters who are, aspiring to be leaders in the future, what would you tell them?
See, our younger generations are future of any society, any country.
Yes,
Because our future leaders are coming from them only.
right.
So I would, they are more educated and they know more about themselves, about the changing situations, technologies, and they are far adept in adopting technologies. That is,
Right.
they are smart enough.
Yep.
I would say that they have to be more ambitious, because the next century belongs to us, as everybody talks, and we are
Yes.
a large country. We have
Yes.
a
Workforce.
workforce, educated workforce. So we have a potential of being a global leader in every respect.
Yes.
We call ourselves as world guru, but that's not enough. We have to be guru in every respect. In every, we can provide manpower to the whole world. We can provide leadership to the whole world. We can provide knowledge to the rest of the world. So in
Yes.
every field, our people can excel. So my
Correct.
advice to the younger generation is that they have to bring forth best in them. They should
Right.
do SWOT analysis of themselves. They should identify their strengths, their weaknesses, their potential, and try to unleash and align those good points and their strengths to the goal they set for themselves.
Right.
They need not set very low goals for them. They should always aspire to for higher goals. And many examples, the world is full of such examples where people who have set higher goals have performed better and they have achieved those goals.
Right. So your advice is be more ambitious and don't worry. Just set a goal which if you feel today it's not achievable, but one day it could become achievable. But if you don't set a goal, then that could pull you down.
Yeah.
So we need youngsters with ambitions,
and then accordingly work for that.
Absolutely.
Because as it's rightly put, behind in the success, it's only 1% inspiration. 99% is a perspiration. You have to work hard. Nothing comes, there is no shortcut to success. And so success is not available anywhere. We may give so many mantras, we may write so many books and all that, but ultimately it is the person, what goals he sets up and how he tries to achieve. So if they work hard, definitely they will achieve the goals.
Right. I just had one query on this. See, you are dealing with a lot of youngsters who join your university. Now, what is the current generation? Are they willing to work hard, or they are little more, take it easy policy, which you are observing? Because you have seen two generations. One is our own generation where we started our studies and then our career, and another generation which is the current one, which is coming and studying, because you are dealing with very young people. Yeah. So what is your impression or understanding of that?
I think they considering our area in which we are in a rural area setup, so we find more people coming from rural areas and rural background. So we find that they are capable of working hard, but then they are not working that much hard, or they think that they can achieve things by doing less work. That is not good enough.
Okay.
And another thing which we notice that the dignity of labor has to be there. That those values have come in them. Yes. So we are trying to bring about changes in them, but we find that the generation which is coming, younger generation, they are not firebrand as we see in urban areas, in competitive world where there is a cutthroat competition. They are going to face same people also challenges.
Absolutely.
They have to prepare more for that competition. So that sensitivity we are trying to bring about, but then we find them not as enthusiastic as we would like them to.
Okay. But then I think it's a cultural thing, and we need to keep prodding them to come to that situation.
We need to keep hitting.
Yes, I mean it's a cultural issue because they come from a different background, and it may take little more time, or maybe over a period of time, they will also start performing because they see other people. Maybe a percentage of the population from your institute starts achieving, then the other people also might follow. I mean, it is just a time, but I am sure it's a wonderful thing which you have initiated. And I had one more question to ask you, one more opinion from your side. See, there are people like me or other people who are on the verge of retirement, or we are getting into complete a career and then come back to probably retired life or do something else. Now you have taken a step towards making sure that institution has come up with your initiative or your team's initiative. So what would be your advice to people like me who would be probably retiring in the next 1 year or so? How we can be of use to the society? Because I have seen you as an example who's really taken the initiative to. So I am asking a offline question, but I think it's related to leadership. How we can help the society, because we need good leaders.
People like you and people like the verge of their first inning may think that they are retiring, but there is no age for retirement actually. As long as you have energy, you can work for society in different capacities, in different ways. And that's your way of saying contributing to the society. It is not, the people work not for money, but they can work for their passion.
Right.
So I believe that after retirement, the new phase of life starts. For
Right.
example, all through my career, I was in government service. I was seeing from different perspective. Now I'm on the other side of the table. So I know what the other side is, but this side I did not know. So
Okay. Okay.
I now I see examples, many examples where many people have done things after 60s.
Yes.
You can see the Leela hotels
Leela
owner
Hotels, yeah.
started this
Yes,
thing.
yes, yes.
The owner of chain of hotels,
Oberoi's.
Oberoi, has started his career very late, and he did the turnaround. Like that, there are many people who have done wonderful things during that phase. So
Right.
I think even if we keep 9% success rate of startups, we can work as a startup unit and start our own things in our own way. That is possible. So
Right.
at least out of this lot, definitely considering their experience, more than 10% people will succeed and they can be example for others.
Very nice. Very nice. I think, Mr. Bharadlal, I think it is a very, very good opportunity for me to have this discussion with you on leadership. I'm sure our listeners would definitely benefit from your words of wisdom, and wishing you all the best in your endeavors and in the future endeavors of yours, which you undertake, and let it become very useful to the society at large. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I thank you, the Global TV.